EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Second and 8. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he powers his way up past the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And bulldozing his way through. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Will Fuller. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Second and 8 coming up. Off the option, here's Edwards. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DJ Moore. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And they will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These two teams all tied after 1. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Yeah, not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Fournette again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Dante Hightower on the stop. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up a third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now it's Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a loose football. And the Ravens have got it. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. 26 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. More now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Jackson now. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go. You tighten up. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Akeem Hicks. Able to drop him for a loss of a couple. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. There he goes, left side. Past the 20.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Jackson. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
Watch the twist.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
3rd and goal, Jackson eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Troy Pride. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 20. 69 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I... Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
forced out to his left. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And he's brought down. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw it here. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.